Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. Or should I say, welcome to my little bit of peace. Because today I'm visiting another YouTube creator, a lovely lady called Linz, and we're going to have a look around her garden that she talks about and shows in her videos so that we can swap experiences and see what's growing and what's not growing in her garden. So I hope you enjoy it, our little collaboration between my garden and the dinosaurs who live there, and my little bit of peace. So here is the lovely Linz, and hiya.
Hi.
So thanks very much for letting me visit. I'm really excited about seeing what you're doing. So yeah, let's have a look around.
Okay, so we are in the polytunnel, and it is currently, it's actually gone up. It's actually 35.8 degrees right now.
Yes, I'm thinking I maybe take my jacket off in a minute.
Yeah, so we have got some, at the bottom here, we've got some chilies, and they're actually now starting to come through.
So do you know what variety these are? I'm terrible at remembering my varieties.
I've got a feeling they were called fierce. They were a shop bought ones.
So they're fierce, makes you think they might be a bit hot.
I think they were. And then we've got a sweet pepper. This was a garden centre one. A Norma F1. And then we've got the sweet potatoes here. They were, everybody knows I love a bargain. These were reduced in a very big garden centre not far from here. I won't give the name of them.
Does it begin with D?
Yes.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so there's a very big one.
Yes.
Here.
Oh yes.
There's a very big one here. So we've got Bonita.
So I've never done sweet potatoes. How do you actually?
I don't know. This is the first year I've grown them as well.
Oh, so were they plants when you actually got them rather
yes,
than?
They were plants.
Is it slips you call them?
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
And this is Muratska, something like that. They weren't that much. They were like half price or something. So I thought I'd try it.
And so when do you think you'll get a crop from them?
It says, I was reading up on it, before the first frost. So you're talking about October, around about that time.
Cool.
This is the turmeric.
Wow. So what did you plant then? Because turmeric, I've always had just obviously turmeric powder, but I mean, where do you?
Sometimes if you have a supermarket that has an Asian customer base, you can sometimes get them in the little.
And is it sort of like a corm or something?
Yeah,
right.
that's it there.
Right.
So, and there was a couple planted in here, and this one has grown up.
And so is that something, and I'm winging this because I again have no idea about turmeric, will that just be something that grows and eventually you'll...
It's the same as ginger. So it grows, you harvest the roots.
Ah, right, okay.
And then you plant the roots again, well, the rhizomes or whatever you call them. So there we go.
Cool.
That's the garlic. That was from, I don't know if you've seen the video, that was the garlic that I bought from the shop.
Right.
So 3 of them, can't count, has started sprouting. I don't think they liked the weather while I was away. So, and that's the basil.
And some parsley?
Parsley, yeah. That was seed type parsley.
There you go. I'm an expert, obviously. I've recognised parsley, one of the most recognisable plants.
they're a bit wet, as you can see, at the moment. But because we've been having so weird weather, I've just been leaving them in the water. So we've got on this side.
I'm going to reverse and try not to trip up.
That's my job normally. And over here we've got all the tomatoes. We've got some of like the salady ones, which are like money maker. And then we've got the chili, the cherry ones. I believe they're the orange yellow cherry ones.
The sun gold ones, or?
I think they might be sun gold. I've planted 2 sun gold and Suncrest, something like
Right,
that.
right.
So that's the ones that I planted.
So you've got lots of tomatoes happening, haven't you? But
Yes.
have you had any red ones yet?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have. Yeah, there's some. I will show you the ones that I've got in here. And managed to save it now, but I think we're slowly getting blight.
Some blight, yeah.
The 4 that I got off a friend, they've succumbed, so I took all those off. But they were in here with these.
Oh,
so
right.
I don't know why
Right.
those went totally, and these are fine.
I guess that some varieties are maybe a bit more blight resistant,
Yeah.
aren't they?
See, we've got another yellow one here, almost.
Oh yeah, lovely.
So that's a yellow one. And then we've got the cucumbers. These are Chinese Schlesinger. This is my favourite variety.
Excellent. I didn't manage to get one cucumber plant to survive this year, for don't know why.
For me, it's been one of the better years I've ever
Oh,
grown them.
fantastic.
Maybe it's the polytunnel. I don't know. It's been a bit of a weird weather system.
It has indeed.
Okay, and we've got some more.
Oh, these are cracking looking tomatoes.
They're the beefsteak tomatoes.
Wow.
I
Yummy.
don't know. I don't know if they'll
Oh, you've got
ripen.
right. Oh, you've got a wee bit of. Is that
Yeah.
blossom end rot or is that blight
Yeah,
that's?
blossom end rot, most
Yeah.
probably because of the weather.
Yeah. Darn.
These ones are fine though. Which one is
Yeah.
that?
Cool.
So we're outside in the garden now, just to the side of the polytunnel. So this is some of the sunflowers that I've grown from because of the sunflower challenge.
That's
been
beautiful.
going on.
That's really nice.
So this is the ones that have been attracting the bees and the hoverflies, and you've actually got a harvestman spider in it as well.
Oh. Excellent.
That's a harvestman. That's technically, he's an arachnid but not a spider.
Oh right, now that's confusing me. I thought arachnids were spiders.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
He's a
Ah.
subspecies.
Oh
Called
right.
a harvestman.
Hello. He's lovely. See, I don't mind spiders like that. I mean, I don't do anything nasty to spiders, but
Yeah.
some bigger ones I tend to be a little bit girly about. But they're fine.
So you've got that one which I've just
Oh
popped up.
yeah, he's fantastic.
These potatoes, I thought they had blight on them, and I cut out all the blighty bits, but they seem to have grown without blight on them now. If that makes
Excellent.
sense. So maybe it wasn't blight.
Maybe it was just some sort of
Yeah.
the weather maybe just affected them a bit. And
So we've got some, I don't know if it's a pumpkin or if it's a courgette. These are volunteers, they've been grown. What I did was I dug out all this bit here and I emptied the compost bin
into it.
into it, so we still have a bit,
Excellent.
some seeds left over from stuff I've composted.
Brilliant.
And then we've got some beans. This is a mixture of runner beans and climbing beans.
Oh, I can see some up
We've
there.
got a climbing bean here.
Oh, lovely. And have you had a crop off this yet?
Yeah, we've had loads of crops, and then I saw
There's some up there.
Some up there.
Yeah.
I thought I saw some here. It's they're. I'm not sure. I think there may have been Isabel for the climbing beans, and then the usual Scarlet Empress for the runner beans, and I think the white ones are either Moonlight or Prize Winner. Because
Lovely.
what I did was I just sown millions and millions of millions and millions of seeds, but not all of them come up, so I just put them all in the same.
Super.
My plan was to have 2 different wigwams.
Right. That's look like they like their position anyway.
Yeah.
Seem to be quite happy there and definitely getting lots of sun. And not too much wind.
No, they're holding up right
Yeah. Fantastic.
now. Okay.
Yep.
So we've got parsnips in a pot, and I don't think I've put this up on a video, but I'm not sure.
Oh, you got a parsnip in a bottle.
Yes.
Fantastic.
We've got parsnip in a bottle. I did try the carrot in a bottle, but I think a slug got to it.
Oh.
So it was no longer a carrot in a bottle.
So
And
that
there we
looks
go.
as if you might get something in that parsnip in a bottle.
Yep. So this is parsnips here.
Mhm.
We've got some carrots which seem to be doing okay.
Have you had any of them out yet?
Not out of this one, but we did have another pot
Mhm.
that I have harvested. They're not super long, obviously, as they're in a pot.
Yeah, I did some. I've got some in pots, and they're quite modest size, to be honest, but and they're doing okay. I'm quite happy because I eat them, my husband doesn't, so I get them all to myself.
Yep. So we've got, in this section, it's green manure.
Well, that's coming on really well from when I saw the video where you sowing it.
Yeah, so that's the green manure, and you've also got a little bit of green manure.
Right, over there.
That's where the cabbages, the brassicas were, and it was just overrun with caterpillars, so I just pulled it all out.
Right.
So
that'll be like that until what, March time, or?
I'll see how it grows, because it's the first time I've actually done it properly. And I've just planted it in there to stop weeds growing up, and then it'll get dug in. It actually
looks quite nice. It's nice and sort of ferny looking, isn't it?
So this, and then we have another type of green manure here. Here, this is a green manure as well.
Alright, okay.
So I just had 2 different packets, so I just...
And is that a courgette in the back there?
Yeah, courgette-y, pumpkin-y thing. Again, just grew out of its own reason. I don't think I'll get anything out of it, but I'll leave it.
Well, it's a bit architectural, really, isn't it?
I'll leave it in, it'll suppress the weeds.
Yeah.
Nice job for me to do.
Brilliant.
So we've got loads of calendula here, and I've been saving the seeds.
Right.
And then we've got these are patty pan. There's actually one here.
Yay. Lovely.
Okay, these are patty pans, and I just put the calendulas in because this year I said I'm gonna go mad with the flowers.
Yeah, you can see if I just look up there, you get a lovely display of oranges and yellows. Yeah, I like that, definitely. And I'm sure the pollinating insects like it as well.
It goes mad with hoverfly. When it's not so windy, the bees and the hoverflies go mad out here. So in that corner, I'm not expecting anything out of them, although...
Well, you've got a couple of cobs on there.
Yeah, I did plant loads of them again. I think it was the weather. It just, the corn didn't like the weather for germinating. So
I hope you can hear us. It's a wee bit windy, but I think we'll be fine.
So what I've been doing, is I've just been doing this.
That's the way to do it.
So it does get some sort of seeds on there because it's sort of like in the wrong place.
Well, there's something in there.
There is something in there, but I don't know if it'll be ripe in time.
Yeah.
Because we are now going into September.
I know, September tomorrow. What's that like?
So we've got some dwarf beans here. These are the ones that I planted back in June, it would have been. Right. These are the ones that I used the eggshells on.
Right.
Yeah, these guys. And it's the first time I've had it. I had full heads of lettuce leaves and they bolted. The slugs normally get to them first.
Alright. That's a win then.
Yep. So that's with the eggshell. You've got a bee over there. Oh, he's gone again. There he goes, over there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm chasing this bee. It's away.
So we've got more flowers here. This is again for the pollinators. We've got marigolds here. We've got nasturtiums down here.
Lovely.
You can eat these guys and you can eat the leaves.
They're quite nice in salads, aren't they?
Yeah. And you can eat the seeds as well.
Right.
You can eat them like that, or you can pickle them.
Okay.
Okay, so this, we've got the more calendula here, and then here we've got the start of some radish, which needs to be thinned out.
Excellent.
But hopefully...
Do you manage to get your radishes to grow before the slugs get them?
Yeah, they bolt normally. Because I can't so many, but I love them, so I come out and just eat. And we've got some beetroot, and as you can see, some of them bolted as well.
Right.
At the back there. I have managed to get a couple of bits to crop out them and make some pickled beetroot.
Right, okay.
I'm not 100% sure what that is. Is that a calendula?
That looks like a calendula. Yeah.
And then we've got that one there.
Oh, what's that?
I'm not sure what that is.
Mm.
So as you can see, I don't do a lot of weeding.
Ah, a weed's just a plant in the wrong place.
Yes. So I normally just leave stuff in until it starts annoying me, and then it gets pulled
pull
out.
it out, yeah.
I normally just go along and hoe it all out.
You're doing well with the marigolds. Mine normally get annihilated when I put them into the ground by slugs.
No, they're doing not too bad.
Yeah.
That one's actually gone a bit weird.
Oh yeah.
It's still okay.
Super.
And we do have this is a problem I have. Because it's a new garden. I struggle with parsnips and carrots in the ground.
Yes.
All this was parsnips and then carrots here. But
Yep.
as you can see, there's nothing here.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Or is that a bee?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
And then I did try carrots here. I think this was carrot seed tape,
Uh-huh.
but I've just resigned myself that carrots need to go in a pot.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, you know, it gives you the opportunity to keep it away from carrot root fly as well, because
Yeah.
you can put them up high.
And then we've got some outdoor tomatoes, and I have had some.
Excellent. You've
Red
had
ones
some.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I'm not sure how much more I'll get out here.
You're going to have a lot of green tomato chutney or something.
Yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind making jams and
Uh-huh.
preservatives. So that's it.
Super.
They actually seem to be surviving.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't got any blight on them at the
Mhm.
moment or anything like that.
Excellent.
And then this is an old dishwasher unit, which will be holes will be drilled into the side.
Uh-huh.
And the strawberries will be going into that.
Oh, right. That's a
I've
great
just
idea.
been using the spent compost out of pots.
Uh-huh.
And I've just been chucking it in, and I'll get some pellet fertilizer and
Uh-huh.
put that on there,
Super.
and then I'll put the strawberries in.
Right.
And
Oh, that's
my
good.
plan is strawberries. You need to rotate strawberries,
Right.
so they last for about 3 years.
Mhm.
But the first year you put it in, you get runners, and then that's your next first year,
Yeah.
and then you take
Just keep going.
Yeah, so that's my plan. So to put them in here, take those runners and put them in that one, and then take those runners and put them in that one, take those runners and put them in that one. And then by that time, these ones will be spent.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you can just pop them in the
on.
compost and
That's the
carry
plan.
on. Excellent. Yeah, it's good to have plans. Good to have plans.
I don't, whether it'll work, I don't know. but- So we now come into the potted area. So we've got a mixture of plants and vegetables out here.
Mm-hmm.
Are we okay with some? This is the Oca, OCA.
Oh, right.
These guys here,
Uh-huh.
they've actually been blown over a bit by the wind.
And what does that prevent? Is it the root that you eat? in
Yeah,
those,
it's
or-
like a little tuber, and
Right.
it's supposed to be lemony. This is the first time I've grown them,
Right.
because I only just found where I could buy them. So we've got a couple of them over here in these pots here,
Right.
and they come up with a nice, really yellowy flower on the top.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just, and we've got chrysanthemums here and here.
Uh-huh.
These were grown from, again, a supermarket
Yeah.
by just leave them in the
Brilliant.
leave them in
Yeah.
the pot.
I see they haven't flowered yet. Mine are the same. I suppose it's September time they'll flower, I think, isn't it?
I had some flowering. I've had some flowering in, and I put them in the front garden. And
Oh,
they
right.
were- they were the end of July.
Uh-huh. Oh, brilliant.
These haven't come off or anything, but then again, they would have been forced because they
Right.
were house plant.
Right.
So
Right.
they would have been forced. So they must be slowing down now.
Mm.
You've got bottom is lemon verbena.
Oh, lovely.
These guys,
Uh-huh.
and definitely be able to smell them.
Shame it's not smelly vision. Oh, that's fantastic.
Like
really
like
lemony.
a sherbet.
Yeah, a sherbet lemon sweetie.
Yeah. I think my nan would have called them bonbons.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
those bonbon type ones.
Ah, right, okay.
And then we've got, if we go on this side,
Oh, now this
these
is
are the
good.
gourds.
Right.
Again, I've videoed these guys coming up.
Wow. Look at these. Fantastic.
We've got something's been munching that.
Oh, yeah. You've got quite
Oh,
a
there you
few
go.
then.
That's much of the culprit been munching them.
Ah, little snail. Yeah, naughty little devil.
As you can see, I don't have any slug pellets out.
No, no. Oh, look at these. Fantastic, look. And what do you do? How do you eat them?
These are ornamental gourds.
Oh, are they? Right, okay.
Monty from My Family Gardens
Right,
has got edible ones,
right.
but these ones are ornamental ones. I dare say you could potentially eat them,
Uh-huh.
but I've just started growing them because I'm going to get Robin to paint them for Halloween.
Ah, super.
That's the plan.
That's
Loads
great.
of plans.
Uh-huh.
Don't always work.
Well, you know, you've got to plan, and some of them will come to fruition.
And this.
Oh, it's been really windy. Is that dahlia?
Dahlias. This is all the dahlias here.
That's
They've
pretty.
been really munched.
Oh, yeah.
I put them in all in a section, and then I can know, right, these guys need to go into the polytunnel when we start getting frosts.
And will you just leave them in the pots in the polytunnel, or will you take them out?
I don't know. This is the first year I've grown them.
Right.
As I've seen, this year I've gone really mad on flowers.
Uh-huh.
In the back we have got a blackberry, which has
Ah,
gone mad.
right.
And then we've got a sorrel.
Oh,
This is the one that I got from, I don't know if you remember the potato, when I went on the potato day.
I don't know whether I remember that one. I'll need to look that one up.
I got a sorrel plant when I bought all the potatoes.
Ah, very
I bought all
nice.
the potatoes.
And it's so I've never eaten sorrel actually.
It's a bit lemony, a bit paly.
Right.
That makes sense.
And would you eat it as a side vegetable or put it in salad?
salad, yeah.
It's a salad vegetable, right.
And we've got goji over here as well. Oh, yeah, I was going to fall on it. This is a goji.
All right.
There was 2 in here. There was 2
Uh-huh.
gojis because apparently you need 2 gojis to get flowers.
Ah, right, okay.
But I've never got flowers.
And will it just die back and die, or will you come back next
It'll
year?
come back, yeah.
Right.
You got some mint at the back there.
Mm-hmm. In a pot, yes.
In a pot, yes. And plenty of weeds, which I didn't notice when I weeded. And then we've got blackberries at the back.
Ah, right. Oh, yeah. Yummy.
And I've just seen the other goji there.
Ah, right.
There. And some more mint.
Cool.
And over here, I'll show you this. This is supposed to be a pumpkin.
Oh.
But again, it's stopped going long ways now. It's filling out a bit,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know
Right.
if there's a marrow or a...
Uh-huh. Well,
It was pumpkin
it's
seeds.
something.
It
It's
was
something.
pumpkin seeds that were planted because I saved them from a pumpkin.
Right. Oh, well.
But whether they've got cross-pollinated in the
Yeah,
process,
yeah.
I don't know. And then we've got some more down here.
Oh, yeah.
These need to be heavily fed because they're in pots.
Right.
So I'll only allow 2
Okay.
to grow on it.
I have never ever tried to grow pumpkins or gourds of any description, so maybe I'll put that on my list for next year.
Yeah. Obviously they're better doing in the ground,
Yeah.
but it does depend on the space.
And do they tend to get eaten by little mollusks, or are they quite robust?
Quite robust.
Are
yeah.
they? Oh, well, maybe.
Well, these guys, unless they travel all the way up the decking and the tub, it takes a bit for them to get to it.
Right.
'Cause I haven't found many slugs on the decking. I just don't think they like the feel.
All right. Good.
This I think is a courgette, although I thought it was a cucumber.
All right.
When it was planted, I thought it was a cucumber.
It's dinky.
I came to. Must have been a peril of mislabeling it.
Mm.
But if you want to go round onto the,
Cool.
you can see these are the pickling cucumbers. Which
Da-da-da.
you got.
Oh, thank you. So what are the difference between ordinary cucumbers and pickling cucumbers then?
These are just harvested smaller.
Right.
There you go. You'd harvest. That's ready to harvest, that one.
Right.
Although they're perfectly fine eaten like that. And then we've got.
Cool.
And then there will be a recipe of how to do.
Uh-huh.
See, that's a bit too long.
Right.
I'll still use that one. It's
Uh-huh.
just because of all the rains, they've just gone mad. And I've got one here.
Oh, I see one in the pot. Is
Yeah.
that the wee one sitting in there?
Yep.
Uh-huh. So talking of pots, you seem to have lots of these groovy white pots. Are these a special purchase or?
No, from a local supermarket.
Ah, right, and
They sell them. They're flower buckets.
right.
Then the supermarket bunches them up into 8 and sells them for 99p.
I have never seen that in my supermarket. I'll need to look out. Maybe I'll text them or something and say, "Going to give us some pots."
Yes. If you're lucky, sometimes they do more.
Right.
Generally 8
Oh,
for
right.
99p.
Excellent. They look really useful.
And what I do is I get a soldering iron,
Right.
with a point on it.
And then just.
And
Oh
just-
look!
hey,
Yay!
lots of stuff. And then you can
Oh
see
yeah!
the holes.
Oh, that's pretty smart. I just get my drill out normally.
I find drills have a habit of splitting. This
Splitting the
plastic,
right.
it's
Okay.
really,
Got
it's
you.
not solid like
Right.
This is a florist
Right.
bucket. You can get them from florists,
Right.
but they're a little bit more expensive,
Uh-huh.
or they give them to you free. It depends
Right.
how friendly you are with the
Right.
florist.
Right.
But I found these are more readily available, except when it's potato season because everybody must be getting them.
Right.
And I struggled to get them when it was.
Well, I suppose
potato
you've got them now, so you'll be able to,
Yeah.
make use of them.
season. See that you can see that it's very easy to crack them.
Ah, right.
I think this one's fallen
Yeah.
off the decking. So, something
Now,
I want to show you.
oh, now just stand there a second though, because look what you're standing next to. So that's a nice height of sunflower, and it's a multi-headed one. You can see the other places where the heads are going to come. It's not quite there yet though.
No, but I don't think we'll be able to enter the sunflower competition because they're not actually got any. And then you've got a bigger one here.
Yeah, that is bigger. Well, nothing there yet. I hope I'm pointing at it. That's probably a snout. That's nice. Look at that.
Now we've got a nice one.
Ah, lovely. You've got quite a lot out actually.
Yeah.
Oh, hello doggy. And that's a nice one. Sort of
And
different
this is
colour.
a sunburst one, I can tell you that one.
Oh, is
straight
that sunburst?
That is
I'm growing
sunburst.
sunburst. I'm also growing red sun, and I just assumed that was going to be a red sun.
away. That's a sunburst.
Ah,
And that's a sunburst as
that's
well.
beautiful. That is a really nice looking one. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And as is this one. Oh yeah, that one's. So will you do something with the seeds? Will you save the seeds?
I'll
Or we'll
try and
just-
save some for the growing next year,
Uh-huh.
but quite a lot of them I'll just put out for the
The birdies.
birds. Yeah. And we've got more
Yeah.
flowers out here.
Lovely, some hydrangea there.
Hydrangea there.
That's lovely.
Thyme.
Now I could actually smell this as I came along here. The wind's sort of blowing it.
And then we've got thyme here. There's 2 different types of thyme in here.
Right. Lovely.
They were bought from
Mm.
a sort of, I don't know how you do, sells everything under the same roof sort of
Oh,
shop.
right, yes,
I
yes.
try not to give away names here. And then we've got a lavender here, which isn't too strong,
Right.
which is what I like because I can't cope with the strong.
Oh,
lavenders.
right, right.
And then we've got black currants here,
Ah,
and we've got black currants here, which I think they've got some sort of sawfly or caterpillar on them,
right.
but I'm not actually that
They'll come back, though, won't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
They got another mint
Nice.
sneaking out there.
Yeah.
They're all in that.
Oh,
shop
right.
there. You've got an apple and a plum
Ah.
in a pot, which need to go in a bigger pot, but I just
Uh-huh.
haven't got the room right now.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got a holly trying to
Uh-huh.
grow at the back there. And then we've got a geranium of like a greens bill or a
Right.
geranium bill.
Right.
Geranium at the end there in the holly.
Super.
That's just come with it.
Yay, I'll come out of the undergrowth here.
Some gladioli.
Oh, lovely. I had 2 pots of gladioli and I didn't think they were going to flower. You know, sometimes they come up blind, so one of them I just binned, and here the other one has started to flower. So I think I was maybe a bit hasty.
Yeah, these are taking for ages.
Yeah.
This is the first set of flowers. Although next door's flowers, which they came from,
Right.
she gave me some bulbs. Or are they combs?
I don't know.
Now these guys are just starting, although hers have been in flower for about a month.
Right.
So we've got some more courgettes here. And then we've got a yellow courgette at the back. It's actually quite interesting because that's more in the pot and this one's trying to escape the pot.
Right.
For some apparent reason.
That's nice.
So this is called Shooting Star.
Oh, lovely.
I'm not that clever as maybe.
Oh, I'm a nightmare at remembering things sometimes. I go around and I think I've got lots of outtakes in my videos because I'm cursing as I try and remember what the name of a
This is what
plant
I wanted
is.
to show you earlier. Is as well as the spider's web. These are cut flower cuttings.
Oh.
So Mother's Day, I went round the day after and I bought loads of bouquets which have roses in them, and they were like 75 pence, whereas they should have been like
I see.
25.
You're very fiscally aware. That's impressive.
Where they should have been
stuff.
like 25 quid, but because it's the day after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
The same with Valentine's Day, day after.
Right. That's the way to do it.
So, and then I managed to get cuttings off the cut roses.
Brilliant. And they've taken.
Yeah, well I had about 5 and 3 have taken.
That's not bad. Oh, that's it. That's an excellent idea. So maybe do you think next year you might get some flowers, or will that be too soon?
I think next year they might come up with something. But I just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
It was just an experiment. I'd seen other people do it. So I thought I'd
Super.
have a go.
Cute. So we'll come back in the polytunnel because we forgot to talk about this mighty specimen.
This is a kiwi. Being in Scotland, I don't know if we'll get fruit because I think you need 2 kiwis to get fruit, and I'm not sure if this is a hardy variety. I'll have to double check on the plant ticket I've got in
Well, it's
my
certainly
notebook.
very healthy looking. Look at the size of the leaves.
Before I went away, I did actually cut this as well.
Right.
But it seems to have gone mad again.
Wow. That's amazing. It's liking it, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So thanks very, very much for showing me around. It's great to see another person's plot, another person's garden. And I think one of the things that we've got in common is that we don't have allotments. We actually do all our growing in the garden, which I know that I think there's some challenges that offers up. Do you find that?
I do find the challenge because I could always do with more space. If I could take over the neighbours' gardens, I would.
Would they let you? It might be okay.
I think that one would. Not sure about that one, but yeah.
Yeah, I find that as well. Just not enough space to do the things that you want to do in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I find about your channel is that you're always trying something a little bit different. I mean, we were talking earlier, I think it was off camera, about the fenugreek that you'd grown.
Yes.
And you've grown, we've got the kiwi and you've grown ginger and things. And I think that's quite exciting because these aren't run-of-the-mill things.
No. Not originally from the Scottish nation.
Never guessed that.
I find it's actually, even though it's just a matter of 400 miles, something like that, from where I'm originally from, but I find it's a lot different climate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit colder up here. Or is it?
Not necessarily, I think it's the wind. Even though I did live almost on the side of a hill down in Wales, we didn't get the really bad wind that you get here. When I first moved up here, the amount of whirligigs we lost because of the wind, was amazing. But I find, but then again, you do sometimes get the heat. You get the extremes. I've known this polytunnel to be -10 and then go up to 20 in a day.
Oh, right. Gosh. Oh, I long for a polytunnel, I have to say, so that I can experience these fluctuations in temperature. So, what would you say is the weirdest thing that you've grown?
I don't know. I think I tried chickpeas.
Right.
And I only got about 8 single chickpeas off about 8 plants.
All
But
right.
that's apparently the norm.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
So they must have, commercial growers must have acre upon acre of chickpeas.
They must do, yes.
God. And are you saving those chickpeas
I'm going
for
to try
next
and
year?
save them for next year. I've got them in a little seed packet now.
And were they indoors or polytunnel or?
Just over in the corner of the polytunnel.
Right.
Right next to the door.
Right,
So they were getting a bit cooler.
right. Ah. And what would you say? I mean, I've had a few disasters this particular season. I think everyone has disasters of one shape or other each year, but I've had a few corkers this year myself and was feeling very sorry for myself, I have to say. But I've had some successes and some failures. But what would you, have you had any major failures this year?
I tried growing ginger again this year, and that was a complete and utter failure. But I had discovered that the ginger in the polytunnel actually survived over the winter, but the ginger in the house didn't.
Oh, that's interesting. So maybe it does need a bit of cool.
I
Over the
honestly
winter?
don't know. It's going to be one of the ones to research. Sweet corn, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Although
then-
you've got a couple of cobs on your
A
plant.
couple of cobs, but it is the end of August, so I don't know
True.
if they are gonna. A disaster was the brassicas. That's
Yeah.
definitely a brassicas. The cabbage white got into them. I was growing cabbage white caterpillars more than
Right.
brassicas.
Well, the birds would be grateful, I guess.
Yep.
And what about successes?
I think inside in the polytunnel has been a great success this year. The tomatoes and the cucumbers. I don't think I've had so many cucumbers before. Even though this is the second year with the polytunnel. I'm obviously learning from my mistakes.
Yeah, well, I think that's what you got to do. Cucumbers, I think cucumbers are one of the things that I can taste such a difference between homegrown cucumbers and shop bought cucumbers. I just was blown away when I first tasted my own, although not this year, unfortunately. But I think that makes it all worthwhile. The sort of, actually going through the growing process when you can feel that difference in taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very, very much for having me. I've really enjoyed my tour, and hopefully we can do the opposite very
Yeah,
soon.
sure.
And and I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. If you haven't looked up Linz's channel before, take a look and see the sorts of things she's doing there. It's My Little Bit of Peace, and I will post a link to it in the description against this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.
Bye.